such a nerd. Hi, guys. All right. So we are actually just going to continue on with this read because I didn't add you in the beginning. But the first half of it is over on Facebook. But basically, it's just saying that some of you guys are treading along dangerous waters. Right now, you're feeling pretty empty and lonely for some of you guys because you've been finding out there's somebody that you have very strong feelings for, maybe just didn't feel the same about you. You, I believe, know that this person is not just cheating on you, but has been with multiple people. I'm hearing actually up to 5 different events. Like you've actually argued with this person. This person basically is just very abusive towards you in every way, and they do this to everyone. The lesson here is the reason why you manifested this person into your life is because you started to date before you were healed from your last lover. And I do want to point that out to you too, Facebook. But honestly, it looks to me like whoever broke your heart last time, it was such a hard heartbreak for you that you sought out comfort, and that's your lesson. You need to understand that when you seek comfort out at a level of that type of pain, you will manifest a lover that inside or on the outside, either way, whether their mind is evil on a level, like, because they could be evil, they could be depressed, they could be cheaters, they could be anything in the world. Like, you were personally heartbroken. That's why you were on this level. So you as a good person just walked into fucking level 1, 2s, and 3s territories, and you didn't see it like that. You thought, and that's where you guys need to stop thinking, oh, all the world is the same. No, but if you need to ask your heart, how do you feel today, heart? Because the mind is where the ego and all that shit is. And so the ego's gonna be like, we're fucking fine, let's roll. You're like, I'm kind of tired, to your brain. You're like, we should maybe call out today. I've been working 19 days in a row and I haven't had a day off. And like, if you're if you're hungry for money, you just like to not miss work. I know a lot of people that don't like to miss work. You'll still keep working. Your body and your brain will push you and push you and push you to work towards the prize. Your lesson in this, you guys, is to seriously start listening to your heart and your soul. Your mind is ran by your ego. And right now you have to be in survivor mode because that's all you've ever known. You're not going to actually know how to act better yet because you haven't been around people that act like that yet. So we're going to put these away. We're going to go ahead and see what's going to happen, because if you guys were to take that advice, you would just know this person was somebody that you manifested by accident because of a level that you were from a painful situation. And so you're not there anymore. But what you will do, if what's going to happen if you're not careful, is you will end up becoming this abuser, and you won't be able to qualify for people that you were searching for now, because you're no longer that person. So you have a magical crystal clave here. Says you need to bring forward your gifts, switch on your inner light. So gifts, yeah, kindness. You're a kind person. It says radiate kindness. You are a kind person. I already know that. You're a sweetheart wherever you are. Dream big at the reverse. The dream ain't coming true. Yeah, clearing your space in the reverse, power in the reverse. You need to take your power back from this person. You're kind, they're mean. They are not divine. They're coming up as non-divine. I mean, we already know this. Universal mother, they'll never be a good mom to your kids. They'll never treat you right. Creative solutions in the reverse. It looks like they won't let you go after your dreams. There's no boundaries here. I mean, this is all bad. It's all bad. This person is so bad for you, okay? They're so bad for you. I'm not even kidding you, dude. Your whole life has been being literally eaten away because, yeah, transparency. They can see they know, bro. You are with somebody that all is at your fingertips in the reverse, dude. Some of you guys are in some, like, looking, I don't even know. I'm worried about you. I'm getting a really strong, new beginnings, bro. Some of you guys might actually get into like a full-blown extremes in the reverse, bro. This is like really bad. So in your future, I just feel like this spread looks even worse than the one from before. So now we know that from before, you went through a breakup. It was really hard on you. You obviously suffered depression. picked up a few people that maybe weren't the best to date. You found, and what is this? And then you realize these people were actually not good for you, so you stayed. We've realized that this person is not like you. This is not how you were raised. These aren't things that you do. You've noticed that the whole time. You've just noticed this person is just very bitter and angry and hateful. I feel like you guys actually grew up with such different lifestyles that honestly, like you've had to actually take a few minutes of time, if not more than that. Like every time they reacted, you just had never seen it before. And so for you, it was hard for you to register it as abuse because you were like, what the fuck was your problem yesterday? You flipped out on me. And they might have been like, I am so sorry, babe. Like I was on my period. I don't usually act like that, shit like that. And so it was something that was really noticeable to you from the get-go and mind-boggling. And so I can see visions of you just like going through an abusive situation with this person and literally you just like being really disturbed by it. Like whatever they've already done to you was pretty disturbing. It was very out of your character. That's not how you date people. That's not what you would want ever from dating. That's not something you experienced with your previous lover. I mean, it was just so bizarre. But it was something. You had something. And it felt better than that lonely, empty feeling of you going home to just think about what it wasn't. You know what I mean? We accept. We continue to accept. But what I see now happening is that it looks like they do something, right? I'm pretty sure we figured that out in the last thing. They do something. And it actually flips a switch to you. And I'm almost wondering if they stole from you. We know they could have cheated, but somebody could have been set up and robbed. Somebody, because it's saying don't fucking leave your house. Don't fucking do favors for people. Like, or you got other people that are now watching your house. Like, you guys could literally have somebody watching your house and going outside and like stealing your shit. We've been having a lot of thieves around here in this neighborhood. And so last night or yesterday, I went out in my yard and did a bunch of shit. I grabbed a bunch of shit out of my sheds from down there because I just don't want anything of mine missing. Brought it back up here to my shop. But I feel like in your case, you could be dealing with somebody who knows you. And this could even be the person that you're sleeping with. If you've had anybody call you recently and say, can I borrow money? I really need money. I feel like it's going to be that person. This person also could have a past history of actually having anger issues. So, because they're coming in pretty strong for the one who might even set you up and say, hey, want to meet me somewhere? Let's go do something together. So if you do by chance go meet with anybody, that's fine. But I want you to note to self, does this person have my address? Because there is somebody here that's going to try to lure somebody out of the house and possibly ask you guys to go do something. And there's another person that I do think is a male, and they are experienced in fucking running in pretty much like, it seems like the vibe that's coming in here is somebody that is literally working as a team to rob people. And it could be for somebody who's sleeping with somebody, but that person's been coming up the whole time, is not caring about you at all. And you've noticed this. This person's mean to you. They lie to you. They don't answer your phone calls. You can't find them half the time. And then when you do see them, what are they doing? Asking you for a favor. So this person's catcher is going to be really fucking obvious here who it will be. Do not go anywhere. And if you do, the best thing you guys say, hi guys, I love you so much. If you guys do go somewhere, you might say sure. And have somebody waiting at your fucking house and on the low. And see if you guys can actually see who the fuck would have been trying to do that to you. And then they could be fucking surprised when they get there. Fuck that shit, bro. I don't know. I always just handle my own shit. But yeah, I always think of that. Don't be posting if you're leaving anywhere. So we do have the extremes in the reverse verified with the resilience card. And then it says serious matters in the reverse. Because it's not maybe it's because you're going to handle it. Maybe because you'll already be there. And fucking when you find out who the fuck's trying to rob you, that bitch going to go to jail that day. And so you're like, well, all my serious matters are in the reverse because I don't have to fucking fear your bitch ass stealing my shit anymore. Some of you guys are guarding your money because literally somebody stole from you. This person that's stealing from you, if you ask me, is somebody that you're sleeping with. this is somebody's female. I feel like it's actually a female that stole this time. I don't usually say that. But as far as the thief that watches the house to come in and rob, I feel like that is actually coming up as a male. But it works for the female. Like the female goes, like, even if you were just thinking like non-sugar baby, let's just say like if I was like, sure, I'll go on a date with you. I would have a side dude that say, okay, well, I'm going to meet him for dinner at 4, so go to his house if I can rob him. That's the vibe. They work as a team. So actually that could be why. Ooh, I wonder if it's her like this girl seems like she's almost like pimped out by that guy. I wonder if it's like a pimp type. I don't know. Something's bad here. There's a duo team. All right, so we're gonna get back to that in just a second. See what the fuck these bitches are. Something I do, honestly, if I'm worried about anybody on my property, I will put nails all over in cardboard out in my driveway. And that way you're getting flats. You pull in, it's in your tire, bitch. And then you pull out and there's no way. No way, bitch, dude. Where are you going? Oh my gosh. One time my brother, I told him stay out of there. He said, why? What'd you do? I said, I put a booby trap, bitch. I look over a little while later, just wouldn't jump in. I see my booby trap fucking fly. I said, what the fuck, bitch? I thought he was trying to protect the enemies. He said, I just fucking stepped on it. And I started laughing with all his so I told you, stay away from there. Another time, me and my brother, because we're like Macaulay Culkin on this bitch. This was like literally last year too, because that's how fucking fun we are. But I do another one. You know what's so funny? I decide one day I'm going to learn how to make acid. I would like to see some things disappear. You know what I mean? That's the Dana family for you. So I'm over there in my dad's shop. My dad had passed, and so me and my brother were in there. I said, we got to go to dad's house. I got to just be there tonight. So we go over there. It's me and my brother. We have no idea. Colton and I are very, Colton's a Pisces, and I'm a Cancer, but I'm equal parts Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. My sister's Scorpio, and I'm a Cancer, and my brother's Pisces, so it's like the perfect blend. And then my mom, she's a Leo. So, but me and Colton are really funny together. Colton and I can both like do things like mischievously, and then we just walk by each other with this like, and like he knows my smile, and he'll be like, what did you do? And I'm like, just set a booby trap, bitch. He's like, where? And I it's so funny because now I know why he says where, because he knows my brother's smart. Cancers can commit the crime, but as you know, Cancers are the number one person to get caught. We are the number one person on the murder list, but also that's because we get caught. Do you know the Pisces are the number one murderers? They're just very smart. So that's where this catch me up by. He's like, where the fuck did you set the booby trap? I said, on the porch, motherfucker. I took a fucking straight cable, wired it about a foot above the porch. So honestly, if they walked out of my dad's house, they'd fall on their fucking face. They shouldn't have been there. You know what he told me? Tara, there's somebody sitting right there on the fucking porch. No shit. That's crazy. The bitch was watching me. You're a bitch. You're a coward. That's almost like what that vibe is at the beginning. Remember, I told you, like, if they know they did something and then you didn't do shit. Do you know how much of a bitch I thought that, dude? I mean, I could have been scared. I could have been anything, but bro, the fact, I mean, if you could sit there on the porch and let somebody full blown booby trap and you don't even twitch, you're kind of a punk. I'll tell you right now, I don't care who the motherfucking house I'm at. You roll up and start wiring somebody's fence, I'm fucking kicking your bitch ass in the forehead. So I don't know. But I do want to tell you the funny thing about the acid, which is not funny, it's very dangerous. But we're a bunch of chemists in my family. So I decided I'm gonna make acid. I want to try it. And I Google some recipes and I am successful. So, and the first try. So that's cool. I'll definitely be practicing with lots more acid making. I don't know if that's legal. I'll have to try it. And but I like it. I'm really big on any chemical. Like I really love chemical warfare and all that shit. It's just perfect process of elimination. You know what I mean? Like anything like that. So if you're smart, you like science, that's really fun. We're going to be doing a lot of science experiments this year. But my brother, he knows how funny. I said, yeah, bro, look at this. I made some fucking acid, bitch. And I shit you not. My brother and I are so fucking twinsy, bro. He already had his own master recipe. Ain't that fucking hilarious, dude? I want you to channel in. Some of you guys actually have some badass shit like that, where you can fucking booby trap. You can be in a great mood. You're funny about it. Some people can't do that. They're all mad every day. They can't booby trap. They can't make fucking fun with it. So if you're somebody who's very happy and very positive and you need help giggling a little bit, I'm happy to help you with it. If anybody's fucking with you, we love to do prank calls in my house is a big one. I'll prank the fuck. We just prank called Evans. She was so stupid. She actually believed it, bro. Evans is the one that I do all my videos on the baloney boobs. Dude, that bitch is definitely one of my enemies. I hate that bitch. So I prank them. When people make me mad, so this is what you're going to do. First things first. This person seems like they're working as a team. And I'm going to tell you that could be a thing. Because when I first started my sites in 2018, I was not planning on being a blogger. I applied for an editing position because I like to type. And I found out during the interview, I was actually at an interview only because they continued to ask me multiple times during the interview, how do you feel about black men? Fine. I've never been asked that before, sir, for interview. Over and over and over. How do you feel about black men? How do you feel about black men? I said, fine, sir, and you're starting to feel a little racist to me or something. Like, I'm not sure why we would be asking about this right now. He was like, do you even know what you applied for? I don't have your ball, baby. Oh, yeah, I do. Sorry about that, sweetheart. I said, yeah, an editing position and it's like, yeah, for pornography scripts. You're typing or making them. Well, shit. I did not take the job. But what I can tell you is that you're going to make a lot of fun with it. I think the best thing to do is like be funny with it, stay beautiful, and stay happy. Some people, a smile is just so pretty all the time. Somebody who's angry is not pretty. To avoid women in the future who really, really, really bring you down. Well, anybody in general, this is actually an overall rule. If people talk poorly about another person, like if they have that gossipy fucking hater ass attitude, you're never going to hear one of our type of people just look over at the neighbor and be like, oh my fucking gosh, look at their coat. So you just have to insult somebody. And then you also need what? They need validation. Do you not see how they do that, dude? They literally are always looking for something to say. And I can tell you, because I actually used to be a gossip girl myself. I changed when I was in beauty school. I remember going to lunches all of the time and sitting at these tables. And of course, there's like more popular ones. I'm sure guys go through it too, but there's like the higher rank ones and then lower. And really, there's no real rank. It's just like whoever the fuck kisses the ass of the dumb bitch that's in charge. And the dumb bitch that's in charge, if your dude fucks all the women in the group and you guys know it. Just so you guys know, that person has the smallest dick in the whole group too. And nobody wants to do it with them. They didn't probably fuck them. I want to let you know, like if your bitch say I didn't do it and they said they did do it, your bitch is telling the truth. Like, these motherfuckers will lie. And the reason they're, like, even if your bitch would have done it, the reason, dude, I can't think of one group leader. If they're a tall, big homie, and they, like, use power and smoothness to run the shit, baby, little dinker. Like, you can't even find it. That's why they actually abuse the boys in the group, just so you guys know. And actually, they will tell you that they fuck a lot of women. It's a lie. It's because none of them actually sleep with them. And I know they don't because the only one that some of ours got was the most ugliest bitch ever. And then he ended up having to, with respect, I hate to say it, but he ended up only getting the one that was with him the whole time. He was in the whole time, like elementary school. Like she never left. That's the point of a wife, bitch, my girl talk. The wife, if you like, that's what tech has as a wife is some bitch should stay home and cook and clean knowing that shit goes on. And of course, I'll try to avoid her finding out. But that person, like, no, bro. Fuck all that shit. You guys are actually really sexy. You're really smart. And as long as you don't lower your standards to these people, and just start to realize that you're down here because your reason for dating and manifesting these people is not because you deserved it. It's because you started to look for comfort while going through an unhealed phase. And I recognize that with Edward. When I started to put myself out there and possibly do like an OF model, I saw several different things that I could have done regarding like anything with my body or dating. And but I was very angry at the time. I was very angry. And so I was actually manifesting very abusive doms and shit like that. I don't even want that. And so you guys got to really watch, like, ask your heart just simply, how do you feel today, heart? Your heart will give you an instant feeling. Just walk together with your heart this chapter. You are where you are. So now you're just going to have to play live. I call it live Plenty of Fish. I'm still going to refer to it as this because right now you're not in Plenty of Fish dating. You're more like getting out of this. So you need to picture yourself a traveling fucking native to this village. You came and you're traveling right now because your soul and your heart and your life changed. So give me the ball. Drop it, dickweed. Your life changed. Everything was taken from you, uprooted. Some of you guys dealt with deaths, illnesses. You moved, whatever it was. But you had a changing of your life. And so naturally you were traveling like emotionally. You might have been in the same room at the same house and you might have been in a fucking shocking daze and just unbelievable. You can't believe it. You're devastated, but your spiritual self, your life was traveling. And basically you stayed physically like looking in the same town. But damn well looking around right now, you guys, you don't see the same people in your life. We don't even like things have changed. And so every group of people, you can just picture yourself as like in the old days when the natives had to walk really far. Anybody that was traveling in the old days would come from village to village to village and see if they could stay there. This was just a village. And in this village, they were very fucking evil tribal members. Okay. These people run on, that's their lifestyle. We don't need to say anything more about it. Right now, that's their tribe. This is that village. So every time you come into a village of people and you're like, I don't really think I want to live here, then carry on your travel. Yeah, you do have to get on foot. You are going to have to pack up. Sometimes you have a horse. Sometimes you don't. But that's really what it really comes down to. You just got to know that you're always walking a spiritual journey. And that there's always, dude, seems like, honestly, guys, I'm not going to lie. Right now, like probably 70 or 80% of the world is not, they're not somebody that you really want in your energy, unfortunately. And it sucks because when I try to convince you guys not to see the world as a bad place, it's with you adding the human race to it, it can be hard to believe. But if you take the human race away from it, the world is beautiful. It's beautiful. So that's why we're going to go on some trips. If you are in Montana over this next week, I'm going to check the weather and map out a road trip. But me and Halo, we're going to go. And we are going to, you guys can bring your camping gear or whatever. I've been getting all my camping gear organized. We're going to go deep forest hot spring hiking. We have 2 destinations that we're definitely going to hit. You will need all-wheel drive. You cannot ride with me. My supplies are going in my car. And I don't want anybody in my space to be responsible for on a road trip. I'm just not into it. So that's welcome. It is a 4-hour drive, but I recommend you guys getting out of the house and doing new experiences with new people, honey. You're in the wrong village. You're a good person in the wrong village. Right now, your warning is that you are at risk of converting over into the type of person that you're surrounded by right now. And so if you don't get out fucking fast, you will basically, I'm worried because it says that like a crime, I feel like a crime of some sort could occur. Physical activity, there could be a fight that breaks out because we have new beginnings in the reverse. You have extremes in the reverse, all is at your fingertips in the reverse, transparency in the reverse, and clean your space in the reverse. There's a lot power in the reverse. Like, this person, let me see, I just want to confirm. You are your greatest gift, mindfulness. selflessness. Focus on your plan of action. Yeah, you'll be safe as long as you put yourself into study time mode. There's a lot of studying that you need to do. And every time that you switch it up or let somebody come in and out of your energy, it switches your manifestations up. Because in order to manifest, you actually have to come up with a POA, which is what we call plan of action in short. And you have to write it down. What would you like to see yourself doing? If you need to start with a daily to-do list, then you go into a weekly one, then you go into a monthly one. To-do lists are going to be your best friend. Get yourself a notebook, and it needs to be with you everywhere. And you just get really good at fucking jotting down everything. And it'll be all over the place. You know, this one's upside down. It doesn't matter. It's there for you. See, Ricky Hatchie. I'm going to give that guy some money. Diana Rodriguez, Eric Flores, all these people get money. Kyla Overall. You know who those ones are? Elementary people I was mean to. I bullied them. I'm paying them a lot of money when I get rich. I remember all of you. I'm sorry if I ever hurt you. I'll make it right. I'm more of my love language is gifts. I'm not quality talking your ass. I do speeches. I'm not hanging out. I like to fuck, eat, and buy presents. I'm actually a giver myself. So yeah, if I actually upset somebody, I'd rather pay you off to stop crying. If you come to me crying, I'm going to give you a hug and then ask you if I could pay you a certain amount of money to get through this, and I will do my best. I will actually learn my lesson. Kyla Overall. Yeah, all those people I can think of. And then those are elementary ones, but I have a few nonprofit organizations. The Ronald McDonald House, I'm going to pay big. They were really sweet to me. They're up here. It's for people that don't have money for medical. When my twins were born, I was from out of town, and I had to fly up here on a helicopter for that delivery. We don't have the facilities necessary to accommodate premature twins. And so the Ronald McDonald House was just such a wonderful place. They let you stay there with medical for $24 a night. And it was such amazing. It was so beautiful. You guys should definitely look into the Ronald McDonald House if you're on a budget and you have to come to Spokane. My heart goes out to it. PCAP will get a chunk of money. Parent-Child Assistance Program, as well as Heather Cantamessa. That's who's going to get it. Ooh, that one's hard. Heather's the one who deserves that. Heather was my main worker. I'll give them both. I can't choose. And another one, let me see. Oh, the Isabella House changed my life. 6-month inpatient. If Howell's still alive, I want to donate to his family directly because that was the owner and I'm sure he passed. So whoever, some random person that's not even who the fuck. See, blessings come. None of these people know that when I get rich, I'm going to fucking straight hook them the fuck up. So just know that miracles do happen. You know what I mean? Obviously, good luck is real. I think you guys should definitely be looking on social media. And don't try to bully me because I'm not going to get mad at you and pay you up for being rude back. Don't try to start a fight with me so that I can kick your ass and then feel bad. No, anybody who was sweet and kind. I got my VIP list over here. I know you're on it, King. I know all of you. Let me see. Eric's on it. Hi, Katie. Love you. Ernest, we're supposed to go. I think we're supposed to go grab something to eat, maybe. Yeah, life is gonna be good. So this month, what are we gonna do to switch it up? Well, you need to, for one, keep everyone out of your fucking space. If you're in a space already with this person and you're trying to move out, look up, just simply type it in your thing. Resources available in my city for housing. That's another thing that we'll be putting into all of your cities. I know how hard it is to find resources when it comes to becoming self-sufficient or independent. There's a lot of resources for like single moms, but not dads and like things like that. So we will be doing no matter what nonprofit organizations with my money. And one of these things is going to help people that want to move out of toxic ass fucking relationships, have a little bit of a fund available for maybe to get themselves into an apartment. We'll have apartment units available too, so that people that are on a budget, that people can't pass background checks, the people that can't pass their fucking credit checks, they don't have fucking first last month deposit. I mean, it's a fucking shit show. You're not going to get a place if you fuck anybody over anymore. How? Population's too high. sometimes to be getting an apartment these days, to go through and pass the first background check, the credit background check, the rental background check. If you pass all three of those on top of now applying with your application fee that you get no refund for as well. So you got 4 there. Hopefully to God, you have 3 months rent too. So you're talking 7 minimum qualifications to get an apartment, you guys. Don't fuck it up, dude. You fuck up your landlord history, bro, you're going to be Craigslist hunting for houses. There's no one. I've been a landlord for almost 8 years. I get so many inquiries for people that have fucked up their shit. I don't personally mind if they rent from me because I'm smart. I study law as well, and I know my rights as a landlord. And so for some people, they might be like, oh, that's risky to do somebody that doesn't have that kind of passing check. No, it's not, because I do Airbnb, and I know that if somebody lives with me for longer than 2 weeks, they get something called squatters' rights, so I never let anybody stay that long. You're out, bitch, bye. I don't let anybody do monthlies. I have dailies. I'm very smart about who I do, and in order, I don't actually, I haven't been doing Airbnb this year anymore, because I went into entertainment on YouTube and shit, and I like to focus. But I have one room that come on, you're done. Get up here. I'm not fucking getting up and sitting down. I'm getting up and sitting down. Goodbye. Dickweed. Fuck. Sometimes I keep doing it, and then sometimes I flip the fuck out and I realize it. No, life isn't gonna be good. It's gonna take a lot. If you're in these situations, it's gonna take a lot. I wouldn't be here where I am today if literally I just feel like I just am really lucky, and I do give credit to God. God literally just made me a really wonderful person because He gives me all these wonderful skills and personality traits, and He keeps my vibes motivated. Like, if you don't have work ethic and you live off of people, if you're somebody who's in your 20s and you're still playing people and you don't got a job that can cover your bills, you need to wake up. Wake the fuck up now. Most of the time I'm talking to people that are already in their 30s. But this group, some of y'all seem like you could be, we do have some 20-year-olds. For those of you who are in your 40s and your 50s, the only recommendation I can give to a man who's anywhere above 40, if you want to up your status, you will apply at the union and go get a construction worker job of some sort. It's going to be, and I don't say that really honestly. I mean, if you cannot pass a background check, you're not making much money anymore. So you can either get good at having some kind of internet talent, and your fans will pay you for your stuff because they're your soul tribe and they're like-minded. That's an option. Construction is an option, because if you can pass a background check right now and you go apply for the union, you will automatically get paid. Dude, you probably have to earn your way up, but a lot of those guys, they're getting 50 to 70 an hour, 80 an hour. So if you're a dude who actually can work and you're not a fucking little pretty boy, go get into a journeyman position. I would do it myself. They are making up to, dude, I just saw another one. Tommy, I believe he's at $80 a fucking hour, bro, or something. I have tons of them like that. That's your only way out as a grown man. And the 30-year-olds, you can attempt to. But I'm actually speaking as far as the construction. You can try as a 30-year-old. But if you come into the construction scene and you act like a fucking little diva pretty boy, I don't really think it'll work for you, because for one, they're going to give you bitch jobs because you're acting like a little bitch, you know what I mean? But boys, like country boys, real men, they make fun of that shit. I do too. I wouldn't even, if you tried to come at me, you know what? One thing that doesn't, dude, I don't care what brand your clothes are. Okay. I've had a lot of people try to it's like they're sitting there and they're like waiting for me to be like, nice car. I rent to people that drive Teslas. I remember Tesla. He was like, talking about his Tesla, this and Tesla that. I swear to God, didn't even know what a Tesla was. This is not the first time I get hit on with people that are fancy. I'm like that country song, like fancy on a Friday night at Applebee's. You know, I mean, we were lucky if we got McDonald's, babe. You do not have to try that hard. Okay, so I actually have no idea what you're talking about. And my mom and all of us, like my whole family, like struggles a lot, and so I would never personally go. Even I have money all the time. I could have anybody like Jeff this morning. He paid my whole mortgage. It was $2,600. I just choose to use my investments towards. I like more business stuff. I'm not into materialistic things. I actually feel like it's a waste of money, and it's something that makes you feel like cool or something. I don't find it in any way whatsoever beneficial for me to spend a lot of money on anything. Do I understand it? Yeah, my kid. I have two kids that are like that. And they've always been since they were born. Skylar's one of them, and he's 19. It didn't make me want to go buy a big expensive pair of shoes either. Miley's the same way. Some of the kids would rather, and that's okay if you are. I can see the people that are different on quality versus popularity. Like my son, big quality person. Miley, quality. They don't care. Actually, Miley might be a little bit popular. She's a lot like me. She's fucking stubborn ass motherfucker. She looks just like me. She's so pretty. She's prettier. I can't even. They're just perfect. But dude, like they would rather have one Christmas gift that equals the amount of what they want in quality. My son, though, he cracked me up. He's like, yeah, Mom. He's 19. Says, don't you see? Every time we walk through the parking lot, Mom, don't you see? Everybody moves away. It's because they know. They know this watch right here and basically what I'm wearing. Like, they know not to mess with people that wear shit like this, basically. Can't remember exactly the point of what it was exactly. They were saying that they knew it was exactly what it was. But, I mean, he could be right. I'm not 19, but I didn't argue. I was just like, yeah? He's like, yeah. I said, fucking A, dude. You know? Bro, he goes and buys this fucking watch. It cracked me up. I'm so sorry. He's probably going to be pissed at me about it. He buys this watch, bro, and the whole inside of the watch has those little fucking diamondy, fucking Playboy, sparkly looking fake diamond things, right? And I already know those are not the diamonds. He's certain. Those are the diamonds, Mom. Look at my diamond necklace. I said, or my diamond watch. I said, because if you go around the outside of the band, you see where the three actual real diamonds were plucked out. He bought a diamondless watch. He didn't know where the real diamonds even were to begin with, bro. I can already see how that guy must have known clearly. I can't believe Skylar had bought that watch for $300. He's so proud. And then, like, he clearly didn't even know to actually look on the outside of the band. And everybody knows on those watches that the inside is not full of diamonds. But yeah, tink, 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 tink. There must have been 4 probably. But yeah, all of them were gone. That's funny shit, huh? That people fucking think they're into quality and then they're all staring at the center and you didn't even see the plucked out diamonds. I know what's funny is I have this key and he's very serious. You know, I knew this was going to hurt his heart because remember, he's very cool and people know who the fuck he is. So I knew that by telling him, I said, just a second, sweetheart. I just want to look really quick right here because this was even like a month after. I don't care how much he spends on his shit. He works hard. He likes to buy jewelry and he wears his fucking, I wonder if it's upstairs. It probably is. We have to go see. He has a fucking Gucci purse. It's a fucking, he wears a fanny pack too. Only he's so funny. He wears his like a fucking, like this, dude. I can't with him. He might as well get a prep sweater and put it around his college. And I got him, I have a set of golf clubs. You'd think he was a golfing boy. This is my son for you. He's not even gay. He just wears his fucking Gucci. Is this how I should wear it? Is that how you guys wear your fanny pack? Is that what's happening here? I guess it's kind of comfortable. Why are you guys doing this to me? I am not going to turn into your Gucci ass shit. Fuck out of here. I'm normal. And in my country, we just wear fanny packs so that when we run from the police, we don't have to grab anything. And that's fact. I hate carrying things in my hand. Another reason why I chose to wear a fanny pack from now on is because when I'm at the club, which is very little, but I want to dance. And you're always looking for a table. And then what? You're just supposed to have your shit sitting down? Mm-mm. It's annoying to always carry something. I don't like not carrying something. So that's where I wear a fanny pack. I don't care about purses. The only thing a purse was ever good for was for loading shit up at the store. So what's going to happen? Ah! Now I did that way too tight. We should go to the gym. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head to the gym. Work out. Secrets. Somebody's keep a secret. I'm telling you. Somebody's going to do some weird shit this weekend. They're giving me anxiety. And I'm picking up that there just could be like a plan. Somebody's planning something, and I don't know that it's going to go how they want it to. And it does say guard your fucking money. And it says thief in the night. It says do not say this to a favor. Secret here, like legit. It just honestly, I'm hearing setup. And I don't really like to talk about weird shit like that. Like, oh, you're being set up. I feel like whenever I hear those readers, they're like, yeah, that motherfucking cops are watching you. And it's just like a lot, even though there are times when they are. And you're like, fuck. Yes, somebody is being set up. And they could actually tell you that you're going to make love. You have the extremes in the reverse. You have everything in the reverse. Clearing your space in the reverse. New beginnings in the reverse. Everything's bad. You could have like a system on your phone while you're on it. Like basically, like I'm hearing that you're alerted. And it could even be me. But if I'm alerting you and you find out that somebody's literally robbing you, you're just there to fucking be there, and you will not apply force to stop this. But it could mean that they could become so startled that like they could shoot up like basically the person that could come. I'm seeing you and whoever comes to your fucking house, not you and your partner. I'm seeing that you and this fake ass bitch, she has other people inside. And I feel like for some of you, they could actually tell somebody like, hey, I'm with this person on this dinner date. It's all a setup. They are broke. Somebody's broke. And you're one of the ways that they think they can make money, if that makes sense. So you're on the hit list. These people talk in a group of 2 or more, and they come up with ways to make money. You're a come up, okay? I was just thinking about that with my brother earlier with respect to him. Like right now with their lifestyles, there's not money available. These people don't work. They don't have jobs. They couldn't fathom going to work for 8 hours a day just to give money away. They don't pay bills. You know, most of them like have shitty ass, toxic ass lifestyles, mindsets, behaviors. These people that seem to be having an eye on you, it seemed very dangerous. Okay. I know all of these groups of people. My dad's a cook. And so I've seen everything from the cartel shoot somebody's windows out to people being taken out to the canal road and beaten the fuck out of, to somebody coming over to my house screaming at my window, wanting me to pull bullets out of him. Okay. I've even been all of it. I've been taken hostage, all of it myself many times. I've been held at gunpoint many times. I'm telling you, you have somebody involved with another person, whether this person is actually the orchestrator of things and has people underneath them. I could have anything done at any time for a 5-sack. Like a dealer for heroin and meth and cocaine has access to take you out at any time before even giving them a bowl. When you're dealing with fienders, they will do anything for more. That murder's fine. Anything. So I'm hearing, yeah, this can be prevented, but you're going to have to be smart about it. Like, let's just, like, if you need to lock your windows up, because I'm picturing somebody checking windows first. It might be best that, I don't know if you should hide your vehicle or not, because like, I don't know. This person seems like if they come and try to come in, if they get in, or you guys are like, they can see you, this person either is so fucking high or their mind is a little tripped. Like I feel this person in you, that's where the crime's coming in. It goes south. You could either say, hey, you can fucking be like a dude. I could see a real dude who don't use drugs, like fucking actually getting physical and saying, get the fuck out of my house. Like, let's say if they came in while you were sleeping, You wake up and they'll kill you. Something. They might have a weapon, like shit. I'm seeing you kill them. Is the thing. I'm seeing you kill them, babe. And you're gonna go to prison. Is the problem. So it's a very unique message, but you are not supposed to be in this village. And you're in a village with savages right now, okay? And in the village, they have nothing to eat. They're coming to you for some of you, and that's not going to be for all of you. But if you're not prepared for them, and actually your body is at a distance away from them when you let them know you are here, and they won't be, do not open your door. You need to be at a distance. Whether they have a gun or you have a gun, or if something's done with the hands, there will be force by hands, whether you shoot or fucking attack. I'm seeing 2 men fighting, not a woman. It's 2 men, and one of you will die. And the ways that it will happen is that the man who will die, if the person gets inside of the house, I really just feel like it's going to be the thief. I feel like you're going to defend your territory and you will shoot them or kill them. If you're an owner of a gun, you will be put to prison for that. Because basically you're going to handle it so fucking promptly that the court will determine it that you may or may not have been able to do something else. They're going to say, well, did you even try to call the police? You're like, I fucking woke up to a noise. But they do this to people like that all of the time. They tell you things like you can have a gun on your property. They give you even the sign that says no trespassing, violators will be shot. That's not the fucking case. There was a dude up here that had his fucking truck robbed, and he was so good with his shot. He stood out there. You heard it happening. Boom! Right through the fucking back of the head. He went to prison because they said he could have at least shot somewhere else. Okay? So I don't know what the laws are in your state, but we're not out to kill. They determined him a murderer because it is true. So if you think that a thief means that them coming onto your property and you are allowed to have a gun to defend yourself means that they can die, no. You will go to prison. But that's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about them getting into your fucking house and you're going to fuck straight, take them the fuck out straight. And you're going to have a dead body in your fucking home is what's going to happen. And how you will die is if you the only way I think you're going to live if you're at home when this person comes is if you hear them from beyond the walls. You know, like if, let's just say like you're over here and I can see from a distance somebody's, okay, I see you walking. I've been watching you, waiting for you. And I see, oh shit, they're fucking finally here. So you hopefully will take this message if you feel fearful and you will set some stuff up. Like my cameras are everywhere. These beam, they do high beams. These ones here, you screw in. I got a bunch of them everywhere. They come out. I have them everywhere, but I don't do them. Edward was putting them in when I first. Edward was actually on the first camera because he was cheating on me, and he was like, he was just seeing when I pulled in the driveway so that he could shut off the fucking internet. But they have certain times. Go get yourself some cameras. I mean, here's a whole bunch even more. I haven't even set them up. I like to buy little cameras, and I like to set them up. Actually, most of the time, I will set them anywhere. The first time I did a camera, well, my whole family's into cameras. They're fucking nerds. But I'm telling you, we're like straight convict special over here. But the first time I actually used a camera to scare a criminal, I went to Fred Meyer. But these ones are what I'm going to show you. These are really fun. You can put them in any lamp. I think they're like $30 They're funny. This one's funny because it actually talks to you. When I put this one wherever the kids go, it has a pathway. And so if my kids try to sneak out of the house, that's why I have my cameras, because motherfucker, I'm a teen mom. And this one will, like, it screams, dude. It has a siren, a motion siren. Dude, I swear to God, China can hear that shit. But these ones are great because, what was that? These ones are great because you can put them in any lamp, any socket, anywhere. You can set it to any code. It has flushers, anything. You can have it talk to them, get the fuck off my property, bitch, whatever you want. So do just look it up. It's really easy to use any of these. This is going to be your best bet. You'll want to place that in any areas where you think they might be. When they see the high beam, anybody's going to leave. Just let them know, hey, get the fuck, you're up. You could even say straight up, the police are on the way. But how you will live and get this person away from you, though, is what I'm going to tell you, is if you are aware that they're already on the outside of their house and you have at least 20 feet distance. You don't want to be within the range of a bullet, okay? This person has a gun, and they're coming to rob you. And so they've been told they're going to a house where nobody's at. You are getting a warning, and so you might be tricking them. You could have pulled your truck into the garage. So that to them, it looks like it looks good. This person is high as fuck. They're very unstable. This person may not even they're not coming in as a very solid thief at this time. They're coming in possibly, they're definitely whoever, like if it's a woman that's doing this earlier, and they obviously have a crush on her. Nobody does anything for somebody that they don't, but this person's also very emotionally unstable. Like beyond their addiction for this person, they got this weird fucking like freaked outness to them. And they're very just like, I don't know. They're not the person that I would choose to have work for me if I was going to do a hit, but whatever, dude, your bitch collected somebody, and they probably would have actually came in, obviously, and did what she told them to do, go grab the laptop or go grab whatever. But what are you doing, penis licker? Oh, thanks. Yeah, these will work anywhere. These ones are fine too. These ones are cute. I haven't hooked any of these up. I use these other ones over here. I have one that's police lights. That one's funny because I had it pointing towards that because the cops know who I am all the time. I'm a troublemaker. I kind of get in a lot of fights, but the cops, when they show up, my lights, I had it set up so I would police light them back. I thought that was funny. I would definitely just order one that has an alert. You can actually, if you can, order the police light one. That's just not it. Heimlink, Heimlink, has ones that actually have police lights on it. I think for this type of personality, that would be perfect. They're going to have the beam. All of a sudden, they see cop lights coming from outside. Perfect. They'll be gonza. When you try to stop this person, I think with their tripped outness and the weapon that they came ahead of time, just in case you would have been there and tried to do something, they're going to use out of the fear. Because if you try to, if you surprise them, not stable. They could do something to harm you. So that's my message. So just, this will be fine. I have... I didn't even need to do that. Bro! Telling you, you do not need weapons, bro. I slingshot. I have a slingshot. I will slingshot your bitch ass with ice cubes. I put nails through cardboard. I'm a total home alone girl. My daddy doesn't like weapons. My mom and dad don't do weapons. So we learned how to be country people. This would be great. Let's do it. I'll do it with you, and I'll show you how to place it. I will place, dude, you're going down, bitch, and I will down. Dude, I do Home Alone. So I'll show you my favorite nails to use. This is actually a really great piece of cardboard. I'm so excited. First things first. Let's go to the shop. We have a project. When you want to get somebody back, you have to be fucking hilarious about it. Because anger only makes people sad, and it's not a good thing. Okay. Hang on, it's kind of chilly in there. So this is gonna be so fun because guess what? When my dad died, I grabbed all these supplies from our Home Alone shit, and I got this spray on. I'm pretty sure it's spray on hardening enamel. So I'm getting all excited about these fucking revenge things. I haven't even done my hair yet. Why? What? I'm telling you, I've done a lot of great things. Ask the girl. If any girl ever tells you about the time she sat in her hot tub, and at the very bottom, it got real creamy and milky. It was paint. Fuck you, bitch. Isn't that great? She's like, I can only see it happening. Like, dude, you're like getting in and you're feeling it. And you're just like, what the fuck's going on, dude? Now, anybody that fucked my dad over, oh, they got it. I can't let him fuck my dad over. That's what a daughter is for. Oh, yeah, I'm the beams, though. Those were heavy beams. I don't know. I'm really proud of myself at how I handled everything with my dad. I'm really proud of how smart I am in general. Like when I walk into a room, let's say if I were going to take you out, first thing I think when I walk into any room, I'm looking at your walls and your ceiling because my goal, my very first thing the ultimate, the shop door. Okay, let's just picture you're walking into a shop. Here's how you will fucking ruin somebody's life with their shop. I can't get over this shit. I'm just having so much fun. Cable is a great one to have. I always keep cable around, whether you want to weld pieces of chopped up spiky things on it so that you can lift it at any time. You can get a little spin lever. You're going to want to lift it like maybe a half foot. Really, that's it. Because it's fucking has welded on fucking nail pokes over it. I do daggers from the ground at all different angles. So that if you walk through, your fucking shins, everything's just getting cut up like a Saw movie. I'll do beams from the ceiling that are centimeters away from falling. And I'm talking beams, 50 to 100 pounders. So, we don't really know what happened after everything we did. I will loop wire, cable through any wall, as well as interloop it through your entire ceiling lights. And then I will loop it onto the shop door. And then you can place fucking bolts on each side of the shop door so that it becomes a little tricky to open. So as you can imagine, a frustrated person, he just took that fucking shop door and now pulled all the fucking wire cable, which gutted out all of the fucking electrical cords on the side of the walls and interlooped it to the whole fucking lighting system. So you fucking gut the entire fucking walls and ceiling of power in one shop door opening. That's how the fuck you win a fight. No one ever gets away. I'm getting pissed. No one. You do not have to get physical, and you most certainly don't have to take anybody's bullshit. You'll get fucked up, period. I'm getting so pissed. Some people are fighters. Some people are liars. I was born when Home Alone was made. And so also Parent Trap. We do trickster shit. I do. Personally. I'm a big trickster. My dad always played tricks. He used to always trick us. He'd always tell us, oh no, the cops are here. And we'd all be getting high. And he'd be like, ho, 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 ho. Son of a bitch, right? Oh no, your mom's here. And my mom's a Karen, so not cool. One day you say, oh no, the cops are here. I was 14. I was with my son's dad, Tori. And there was a shop in the back. And in that shop was a tunnel. The tunnel was very deep. I get to tell you guys all these stories because he passed a year ago. And so, as far as the underground shit goes, and anybody that knows anything about the underground, it's like a real thing. I feel like I get lucky because even though we did a lot of underground shit, I look back on all of my memories as a kid working around all these people, and I really didn't know. I remember the cartel and everybody, and I remember everything, but we all didn't have no problems. I don't remember having problems with the cartel. I remember they were fine. I think the cartel is just like everybody else. Like, Most of the cartel that I ever knew, they don't even use the drugs. They just sell them, and that's a smart thing to do. And we don't mind it because who the fuck doesn't want something good? Just to, they're smart about it. Anybody that gets on the drugs that sells is gonna become toxic. But some people can just sell; it's their career. And there's plenty of people that don't mind. They don't sell on pure shit. And so I just look back on all that shit and I just think, you know what? I got really lucky actually at the end of the day getting to see all that as an innocent child and go through all the things that we did. I didn't mind it. I didn't know what I was dealing with. I didn't like really think about it till later. But it was because my dad always just had such a positive attitude. He always had, his tone of voice was great. He would say, we were bathing in the canal, literally. We had no power and water. I don't even know if that was his house now as an adult looking back. But we were so happy to be there. He was always in a great mood. And so I really think it just comes down to your guys' mood, you guys. When you can make the best out of life, you have no fucking clue, honestly, about it. I realized that when I moved away, the reason why I hadn't changed is because I didn't know any other way of life. I kept being told by different people in the same town to get better. But I wasn't feeling really happy about any of the options they were giving me. I didn't feel like their get better was really who I was. I felt like I had already tried to, by the way, of doing everything that they said. I did do. I'm a chameleon of people. I went through the list makers. They never did theirs, is what we notice, huh? Like we'll do like a million things for them and they don't do shit for us. And then we're like, you're just like, I don't know, I'm just getting over it. And then we stay and we get hurt and then we have animosity and blah, 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 blah. You just gotta know that that's if they do that, that's just really their character. You're gonna know what kind of people you're gonna be dealing with because they're gonna be funny about it. Like I think this is funny. It's obviously not a good idea. We're also working towards not doing Macaulay Culkin stuff. But in the meantime, booby trap their bitch ass, dude. Fuck you. Fucking come on my damn fucking property doing shit. Come on my dad's property doing shit. You think you're gonna squat at my fucking dad's house fucking doing shit? Squat in this fucking paint, bitch. Fucking bitch. Anyways, yeah, I doubt it. My dad's proud of me, I feel like. I even also took the horseshoes out of the house that were above the door because they're supposed to keep evil spirits out. And I know my dad is an honorary evil spirit, so I wanted him to be able to come back home and haunt them. So I took them. Thank you. No. Enjoy your life. Because if you don't, there could be a big chance you linger in the 4D. I have a feeling there's a level on the 4D for the walking souls that just can't still get over shit in this life. Whether you're suicidal, like I can picture Martin possibly. I think it's on the level of intelligence you are. And like, if you don't know you're dead or not, but I imagine there's got to be walking spirits, that are aware. And I see that for some of you, you could drift into that because of your level of intelligence. Your hate for some people is growing so much that I worry about you staying this way. And that's just, your message is that's not the life that you're supposed to live, okay? God wants better for you. He just wants you to picture this as you're a walking traveler like the old days. And it's easy to remember that from the movies. They do. They go into these villages. They go on these long journeys and they're hungry. They need water. They know when they walk into these villages that, oh, thank God. I was like, my love. I almost had it. They know it's a risk. Every village in every movie like that threatens to kill you for being there. But they're to the point where they needed it so much. And so that's what you can imagine you did. You needed to feel better. And for you, you're not a drug user for some of you. You're not a gambler. You're a hardworking person. And it's amazing that, for you that you can stay sober and that you don't have the same addictions. You also could be actually being asked to stop judging drug addicts, I'm hearing. You're going to now see that like addiction is addiction and like your addiction to humans that disrespect you and abuse you is a drug. And a lot of drug addicts will get high and have a way better night than you do trying to see if this person texts you back yet. So I'm hearing that you're the reason why you need to stop judging them is because you need to expand your friends' interests. Like you have a very narrow selection of people that you would possibly choose as options. None of those people are for you. You're looking in the wrong places for who the fuck you're supposed to be with. So if you don't open up your mind and you are willing to date somebody that looks unlike your usual type, you're gonna just actually flip the fuck out. Your anger, this person is gonna cause you to fucking get angry. And so I'm gonna tell you right now, this person doesn't love you. They are fucking you over. They are cheating on you. They would set you up and rob you. And you will go down because you're going to have a mixture of heartbreak, you can't take no more, and a typical fucking good man's rage. It's a powerful, okay? You need a new outlet. If you have time, you're welcome to come to Montana and do the road trip with me in Halo this week. It's very, very necessary that you get the fuck into nature and you get a fishing pole and we go fishing. Let's go fishing. Go down and get your Montana fishing license. I could do that too. Let's fucking go fishing for a week. Let's go camping. Let's go enjoy some water. You need the spirit. You need the spirit. You need to stop thinking that people are shitty because that's not what's happening. You entered a relationship for comfort purposes to feel better in a wounded state. And so you ended up stopping in a village that was at however hurt your heart was, is the vibration of the village you entered. They were not struggling clearly with a broken heart. They were at a level 2 because they will kill people and steal from them. They will sell a baby. You know what I mean? Your level 2 was because you loved somebody so much and your heart was shattered. Their level 2 is because they fucking might be a fucking murderer. You know what I mean? Levels are levels. Get yourself out of the village. You don't need a flat iron to straighten your hair. Yeah, we're actually gonna do a lot of booby traps this year. I'm gonna do some fence installation. I will teach you guys how to install fencing around your property, and I'm also gonna teach you guys how to do some underground sprinkler system installation. So I will dig those trenches, and I will take you to the hardware stores with me, and I'm gonna show you what kind of PVC we're gonna get, what kind of glue you use, what kind of sprinklers and everything about the flow system. And I'm really excited to do that with you. I will also be planting a lot of different vegetables with you, starting from the seedlings. We can do a couple more fruit trees. It does take fruit trees 4 years to produce fruit. So we have a lot of great things coming, guys. I recommend you looking around. I mean, obviously, I gotta clean my house, shit, but keep your vibes high. There's always something to do. And I always just say, when you don't know what to do what you can do. But you cannot spend your time anymore thinking about this person killing you still. And it's very hard, babe. I already know. My kids, I don't know. I guess I got lucky in a way because the last person that I let live here was pretty bad for me too in that way. It was very toxic. They wouldn't really help answer any questions regarding our arguments either. And so it was very frustrating to try to talk to somebody and just remain very confused, and that's what they want. And somebody that can't give you an answer to something is trying to leave you confused. But you won't really know what's going on when it's your time. It seems like that's your time right now. Seems like that's what you're going through personally. And I've been there. It was the last time I let somebody live with me. And that's why I was like, it was so hard on me, like this whole experience. Like, not in a way like, oh, it's so hard on me. It was emotionally hard. It's emotionally hard. It's draining. It's so draining to be with somebody that's confusing you. I know what you're feeling right now. You're not doing something wrong. You actually have true feelings. And then like you find out, you just need to ask yourself, like, are you somebody who struggles with keeping somebody that you know cheated? I don't. I've had issues with cheaters, but I will boot them, period. We could do a few different ways to handle a cheater, but you have to not be there to get revenge. You gotta make sure that you're handling it like a Macaulay Culkin thing. Like, how do I handle it when I find a cheater? Lots of funny ways. I will either call and act. I've already told you guys lots of ways. I've called and act like I'm some bitch named fucking Nicole. It doesn't matter. You act like they're your girl. Hey, girl. We already talked about it. How's it going? Oh my gosh, I can't believe you were with James. Just to let you know, since you're my best friend, he has AIDS. So I just want to let you know I'm on my way to work. But congratulations, anyone on the relationship. That's a deal breaker. I've done different things where I will change their password sites, and I put child locks on their phone. I will change their profile pictures to a picture of my own butt cheeks and lingerie, and then say that I'm looking for men now. No matter what, it's always about humor. I will boot them. So you got to make sure that you're not dealing with that. Are you somebody who deals with somebody who cheats? Because that alone is, I don't know. I'd actually have to study it, and I will. I'll study anything for you, babe. But, you got to have self-respect. You got to have some sense of self-respect. Like, people doing things to you doesn't mean that you are a bad person. You could be there because God's having you teach this person a lesson. And so if you don't, then you will just remain right there. And you will tell a story about how you got fucked over, but you'll still live in just Mr. Pitiful Land. Don't be there. Lots of people repeat traumatizing situations, but they're adults. And so they'll tell stories and they're like, yeah, well, this happened and that's why the fucking this happened, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, all I'm hearing at that point is that if something happens and they were my man, they'd not be able to handle it. I'm sorry you went through what you did, but me and Halo fucking got through it. It was excruciating. I had to go to the fucking Bering Sea too. I had to work fucking 4-month-long trips for 3 years straight to pay for my fucking family because I had bought a house and my income needed to triple. Fuck no, I would never. I had to kick Zeke 5 days after we bought this house. And it's been 9 years. Shit is not fucking easy. But if you have common fucking sense instead of a pitiful fucking blamer attitude, you're going to know right off top, bro. You fuck your fucking house up. You can say, oh yeah, we just bought a house and they cheated me and so we fucking lost it. No, you're a bitch. Quit fucking whining. At this point, somebody needs to fucking save the fucking unit. And if you're fucking okay with all falling down, go fucking roll away, Humpty Dumpty, because I sure as fuck it. I'll never fucking tell my motherfucking kids that we homeless. And I don't care if I got to go to the Bering Sea, work 3 jobs, or fucking be a pooper scooper to do it. You should be ashamed of yourself if you fucking whined your fucking ass all the way through something that was sorrowful for everyone. Those people relied on us. You could have fucking done everyone a favor by leaving them the first time too. Nobody's a victim if they already realized it. And it doesn't matter. You're not a fucking leader. You're not a boss. You're not a warrior if you can't fucking handle shit. So that fucking claiming status is at least. Like, I'm disappointed in anybody that abandons people. I get that things happen, but it's when people whine, man. It's when you whine and you're like, oh, well, that's why it helped. Shut the fuck up, bro. No, if you would have fucking done your own part, we all know we are where we should not be. We all know we are doing shit we should not do. We all know we get gut feelings that somebody is not healthy and we stay. We all get in a fight and then we forgive. Quit fucking acting like on Fight 95, when shit hits the fan, we're fucking a victim. We're not. And that's what I mean by some of you guys have this realization. That you were fucking sitting there fucking giving yourself a fucking pat on the back for doing circles for years. One toxic fucking relationship after the other. It's just, that's, and this one comes down to fucking that time in between dating, culture being different, cities being different, faces being different, beliefs being different. That doesn't change your outcome. You don't change your outcome doing different experiences with different people in between dating the next person. Because otherwise, the only things that you thought about in between each person you dated were what you've only used to have had. Only what you have. If time is all that you had in between each person, you did not change. Because what do we change with? Our thoughts and our feelings is what we manifest. So you would have made no new memories to manifest any different person, you guys. That was my realization for 2023. We've been working really hard. I know you guys have. You're like, what am I doing wrong? I went through it too. I've been analyzing this since 18 very heavily. I was like, what am I doing wrong? I'm finding people from all over. I've been clean. I've been high. I've been a teacher. I've been a convict. I've had a Mexican. I've had a white man. I've been. It's that we are not doing different things with new people and clearing out all the toxic shit in between. You cannot have a brand new chapter until you organize your last one. It's a rule of manifestation. That's why martial arts changed my life. And law of attraction and manifestation and tarot. They give you a fucking answer. You're not just praying about it. You're not following rules. I want to know what to do. I don't want to follow people anymore. They're puppeting me around. None of my leaders are doing better than me. I'm still solo and I still make more money than anybody I've ever fucking known in my life. Personally. And now I'm meeting better ones because I took my power back from people that weren't healthy for me. And they still don't support me. And those are things that you can just still be kind about. The people that are rude to me, that talk shit, that's my family. I just choose, different things. Like, I don't be rude to them, but I stand by who I am. I told them 2 years ago I was going to start my OF account. They told me I was kicked out of the family then. I told them I was doing tarot. I got kicked out of the family for that too. Oh, well. I didn't tell them because I wanted them to agree with me. I told them because I respect my family. So you can still be a respectful, kind person. See, they think that by telling me I can't do it and them insulting me, that they're people of God. Okay. I highly doubt that. They're fucking, one of their main rules in their religion is to not fucking judge other people and not be a fucking cunt. And if God walked into the room, they would fucking use their customer service voice. So they're not fooling anyone. But you are not doing anything for any type of validation. Just tell people whatever you feel like it. If you don't want to tell them, you don't have to. But you got to get better at just speaking up for yourself. All right? You have some people walking all over you for whoever you are. And if you need any help with that, I'm happy to help. I don't care. Me and my son, we could prank call him anytime. It was so funny. Dude, it was so funny. This guy, we prank called him. And it sounded like some kind of like pimp or something, dude. He's like, hey, man, what the fuck, man? You on my fucking girl's fucking social media account? And it is just so funny, dude. I can't even. One time I tricked my dad. I knew that they were all like out in the field doing stuff they shouldn't do. And I think I always tell you guys a story, but I think it just like have to have fun with it is what you did. Trick people bad, dude. Even my mom, I got a good one, dude. I got a good one for both these fuckers. I've been playing games since my life. My dad, though, when he said the cops are here, the cops are here. So one time I have said, I gotta get my dad back. So I went a few miles out. He lives in the fucking sticks, and he was in his camper doing shit to do. I went to grab some lasers, and I pretended to be INET. Since I know how INET acts, INET was there that day, dude, by the way. Dude, and I'm talking like guns everywhere. Like everywhere. Fully suited, fucking hands over your head. There were so many fucking cops, dude. It was crazy. My dad went to prison that day. They're like, get on the ground, get on the ground. And like my out in the country, there's nothing about barbed wire. It's like you're in a prison out there. There's barbed wire and there's hot wire fencing everywhere. And then there's also the chain link fence. So you got your fucking chain link. Grandma's got the fucking Rottweilers. There's the shed. There's dad, fucking all of us. It was just crazy. And literally, dude, they kept saying, get over the fence. And so you're like looking at the fence ahead of you, and it's like literally chain link, barbed wire, and hot wire fencing. So you're going to get shocked and barbed wired and hopefully not shot. And you're like, and you can't run. So you're just like, luckily they let us walk through the gate. I don't even know. It was like crazy, dude. Get on the ground. Fucking stupid Tory, my son's dad, leaves his metal pipe in his pocket. Why would you do that? When my dad tells you the cops are there and to get rid of everything out of your pockets, that's a good time to do that, dipshit. But whatever, dude. Shit, life's crazy. Life is crazy, dude. But honestly, at the end of the day, I feel grateful. I could tell a story and say, oh, yeah, well, my dad was a cook and I went through such a shitty life. And my mom, she was mad. And, you know, my baby daddy died. I'm a widow. No, I don't live like that. I actually have a lot of stories. I can say I found my house hanging. I can say anything in the world. I'm grateful to be alive today. Every day, I hope that I can keep living more because I want all of you guys to even just feel like a small amount of joy. I know that people are rude, but you got to ask yourself, like, why do you keep expressing that? Why does that keep being like the fucking thing on your mind? Are you undercover becoming this type of person unknowingly, you guys? Somebody in this read is... Your warning in particular is that you're almost like passed over into this, like, it's like you're fitting in the village. And the people in the village, when they fit in with each other, you guys, that doesn't mean they like each other. It means they fit in because of the anger and the pain that they're in. See, what just happened for some of you guys is you guys were sad that somebody broke your heart, but you just went into the straight fucking angry stage. And anger isn't a real emotion. It's called a secondary emotion. Anger is developed by the ego because the pain that you were in couldn't be recovered. You didn't know what to do to feel better. And so your ego did it for you. Ego creates anger. It's not real. Anger's a secondary emotion, and it covers up guilt, shame, regret, pain. So you're going to have to actually either return back down to the pain and become vulnerable and alone again, which is not a place you like to be. And now you're going to have to reevaluate a whole second fucking, now you have the village memory, and now you have the one that left you. But for some of you guys, you have to get now back. You have to think of life as a hike. And when you go off path, no matter how tired you are, no matter how many blisters you have in that fucking hike, every time you go walking on a walk, you have to turn around and still walk that much distance back. So however deep you are in uncomfortableness, yes, you have to actually walk back out. There, you may get a helicopter that comes down and swoops you up. I imagine that's got to be God and a miracle. But in order to do that, I would imagine you will have had to do something really special for the Lord. Like to get that kind of blessing, you either mean that much to him and he's coming to get you and have a great purpose for the world. God ain't coming to rescue somebody who's Mr. Pitiful or Mrs. Pitiful that's fucking stuck on low vibrational fucking idiots and wants love. I doubt it. Do you? No. God says rescue yourself, bitch. Literally, dude. God says your kid that you fucking didn't go see fucking wish that you would have fucking come and visited them instead of fucking been all caught up this fucking person who keeps abusing you ass. You know, God's pissed at you. He's like, no, bro. Like, you can serve your own shit out. You got yourself in, you can get yourself out. Like, if God actually comes in and gets you out of random, you are of purpose. You're not fucking special. You're going to work, bro. When you work for God, and if you're a light worker, your message could also be like, you're supposed to be fucking doing your job. God's getting pissed. Like, you're a light worker and you were born different. If you were somebody who, like, has not been married yet and you're like, I don't know, maybe I'm different. If you feel like a warrior, if you feel like every relationship that you encounter, you seem to come face to face with some fucking idiot that you got to fucking correct, and you're like, no, it's not what's going to happen here, bitch. And you're like, why can't I just find somebody that actually understands me? Because you work for God. You're a light worker. And if you look up the light worker definition, it says that we will always come face to face with the worst of the worst, and every time it gets worse. It says that if you think about elevation instead of as your status on the 3D, elevation means that you just got to a bigger grade in school. So you start a brand new year's worth of curriculum, and last time I checked, you have to fucking study. When you go to class, being a light worker does not mean that you get a crown. It means you're changing the dynamic of the evil. You have a job to do. So if you're somebody who's surrounded by evil people, quit fucking saying the world's a shitty place and wake the fuck up that you're a warrior. You're a soldier. Are you a little bitch or are you a boss? How many days are you going to fucking cry a week before you get your shit together? Nobody's going to fucking respect anybody that whines anyway. Would you? I'd rob a whiner too. Honestly. Shut the fuck up, bro. What are you going to do? Cry about it when I rob you? You know, you're kind of the joke of the day. And it's obvious here why people would be robbing, because they're broke. Okay? They are broke. Everyone's in a place of need. We all are. So if you can't actually see why a thief would be a thing, it doesn't fucking matter, dude. Do you want to figure out why things are happening and change it, or do you just want to keep complaining about it like fucking tea time girl? You're starting to sound like a victim narcissist. That's what's happening to you. Some of you are actually turning into sociopathic fucking victim narcissists because you've spent so much time now actually talking about these problems. You talking about these things is actually manifesting this as a permanent lifestyle for you. Your thoughts and your feelings and your words manifest your life. So how many hours a day have you been spending talking about what you don't like? That's a question of yours. How do you feel in your heart? Happy, sad, angry, excited, motivated? Nothing outside of you has anything to do with where the fuck your life is going to go. Not your looks, not your fucking status. It's your thoughts, your words, and your feelings. So if you speak in hate, you think in hate, you doubt, you wish you had, those are all coming from places of lack. Even if it don't matter. My baby daddy's dead, you know, fucking everything's fucking, what do you want me to do? Should we all just give up? No. I'm grateful. You're either stronger or not. You know, that's what it really comes down to. And you got to take accountability for that. Nobody's saying you're not still a sweet person if you whine. I don't want to listen to it. If you fucking have a problem, I'm going to give you a solution. And if you come back with the same problem, I'm not going to respect you. I'm going to categorize you in the victim narc section. Victim narcs talk about problems and they don't change it. A victim narc is the person that you fucking come over to have coffee with, that you were once excited to see, that surprisingly is still bitching about their boyfriend or girlfriend again. And you forgot, and then you thought, how could I forget? And it's crazy because you really like these people. They were once great people. See, some of you guys have lost all your old friends because you keep talking about this dumbass bitch that fucks you over. They can't listen to it anymore. When you say, oh, you're not there for me, nobody's been there for me, bro, you're not there for yourself. You need to just let this person go and just know that you're being judged at this time, a lot of you, like by everybody, because they're just seeing you as a little bitch if you're somebody who keeps hanging on to people who disrespect you. So your lesson is going to be that for this particular person, the news is already out in the open, okay? Everybody knows y'all are fucking toxic for each other, okay? So there's no convincing. There will not be any convincing to no one that this person's changed. So if that's a thing, you're going to be like, well, I'm still up. No, you're weak. you're weak and you sound gross to high vibrational people who had respect for you. This is not who you are. There are values within your personal prior friends group and family members that, for one, you should be in the life of. Those people miss you, but they have respect. Some of them just stopped reaching out to you because you're going against basic like masculine values. I feel like as a real man who respects himself, you've become very feminine in the reverse. You're almost like doing sub shit to some. You're acting like a sub, somebody that fucking gets bitched around, and you take it because it's not good. It's really nasty. Nobody's gonna respect that, man. You need to not date for a year, whoever you are. You're on the no dating rule list for now. Your level of manifestation at this time, you need to go out and do different things with different people. You need to make amends with the people that you have abandoned to be with these people. You will not be defending this person anymore. And every time you do, it's going to be a strike because you've been wondering, you've confirmed, and now I feel like the universe is straight telling you not only that, but also just the ending saying that your old friends and family used to be awesome for you. That could be the ones that used to go camping and fishing with. You've lost them. They wouldn't even choose you to be their kids' godfather anymore or godmother. Like, you guys used to be that close. Like, you could have, I don't know if one of you is a godfather to somebody's kids. That's important right here. Like, you're not the same. Wake up, bro. You have great people from your, like, you're the type that comes from a good rooted place. You're not with this person because you're supposed to be. You are with this person because when you got a divorce or whoever it was that you were with that broke your heart, you reached out to receive comfort, which makes sense. A lot of us can go fuck, when we become single. But for you, it's like your heart was so open, like as if a bitch had sex right after she just had a baby and you got pregnant. Like it was so open that being on that level and manifesting those type of people, that's normal. So don't be too hard on yourself for that. You manifested a fucking idiot while you were in pain. That's why they say to heal before you do that. But the reason for why it's affecting you so much worse than other people is because you're a good person, babe. That's how beautiful you are. See, your friends over here, like even me, like anybody that can be like, yeah, fuck you. The ones that can do the hit and runs, the one night stands, they're hardcore because they're kind of closer to this person's nature. Like the hit and runs, the overnighters, you're not an overnighter. You would really love to take them on a second date, You would really like to see them again. There's a lot of things that you would really love to do. They really wouldn't. That's why it's easier for them, babe. You're better than them, actually. And I know that it's coming off to everybody in their eyes that you look real bad right now. But remember who you are. It wouldn't hurt you this much if you weren't that beautiful if that's not how beautiful your heart is. Like, however bad it hurts you, babe, is how beautiful your heart is. And the less it hurts people is actually more how hardened their heart is. What you're experiencing, it hurts a lot, but that means that you have a lot of heart. So just own the good parts of that. You should start understanding more, I think, what the body's telling you. You're starting to actually you need to separate what you're feeling. And you need to understand that every organ in your body makes your body send a signal out. Like your body is a complete computer operation system. So you're trying to actually make yourself the identity of what your normal body's feeling. And I'm not getting sick, but yeah, it's a lot. I can feel what you're going through, and I am sorry. I'm sorry even more if you're still in the home with this person. I actually personally couldn't give myself credit for leaving voluntarily either. That's why I'm mostly sorry. The law has always gotten involved. Me and James both became convicts, and we both got on DOC, and they made it a DOC violation. And I got driven out of the city, handcuffed in the backseat of a cop car, and ended up coming up here. I was hiding Halo in my belly. I was 5 months pregnant because James and I stuck around again. We weren't supposed to be together, and I didn't tell anybody. And then with Edward, again, there was just legal shit. Zeke, he did cheat. I'm proud of that. I said I don't do cheaters. And I did boot him, and he left. Thank God. So you just need to just go down to your basics and say, has there been a time in the past when I was able to walk away from somebody before, and did it work healthily for me, and what strategy did you use? You can Google new strategies. You can see where your love language lies. You look like you're somebody who would like some quality time in support groups. So there are support groups, whether you want to go in person or be on chat lines. You might look up a chat line and say, I am codependent on my abusive partner. There's so many wonderful resources that are free out there where that's what they call a soul tribe. You need to put each of your problems into categories. Like, I'm not your soul tribe for being a kind sweetheart. I'm not that way. I'm definitely a Karen's daughter and a Larry's daughter. My dad's a psychopath and my mom's a sociopath. So what you see here is me just being fun, happy, sexy, flirty, and a dick. I'm Irish and German. So as far as that whole, hi, baby, oh, sweet, how you doing? Oh, you little kitty, bro. Yeah, right, bitch. The fuck out of my face. I am going to cook you a great meal. I'll have the yard work done. I'll have the fucking house clean. I'm going to give you one hell of a fucking blowjob. You're going to fuck me fucking good, or you're going to get bitched out the whole time you're drained. I'm definitely your freaking head, but I'm all about investments. I am not your quality time. For me, quality time is some damn good sex and fucking a nice meal and the house being clean and knowing that we have the bills paid. I'm an overall. That's my quality time with my man. My man and I run on a system. We take care of our responsibilities. I have no problem doing any of the masculine work. But one thing that I can say, I will never marry. I haven't been married because I'm not going to submit in fake. You can work together as a team. But if you want leadership over a house and you want to have that authority over people, are you the smartest person in the room? And are you an emperor? Which means if a problem arises, can you guarantee you can fix it? Because being in charge doesn't mean that you're the boss. It means that you're responsible for keeping the empire standing. So if you've run away crying, you're not an emperor. Sounds like you're fucking a page. You're somebody who lied. You sound pageish. You made your status look better than it was. You talked a lot of game. And when shit hit the fan, you either submitted and accepted abuse into your life, or you ran away and started talking about the problem. The only people that are ever going to listen to you talk about the problem, if they're even paying attention, is what I used to call a group of people that I was the coolest loser in. Everybody else that was good for me didn't want to hear any of the damn things that I had to talk about that I thought were funny at that time. They don't want to hear about how I did something illegal. They didn't want to hear how I was in a toxic relationship. They were worried about me. They could see, you don't look healthy, Tara. And they knew me. And so, yeah, we push them away. We isolate. Because we're going through pain at first. Because maybe we find a dead body and it hurts us. But next thing you know, we're relapsing. Next thing you know, we're calling old friends. And we're just making excuses. You know, we go from saying, oh, I can't believe I used to lie and say that I'm just hanging out with that person. And then you tell everybody, too, in between you're getting clean time. You're like, yeah, whenever I was with that person, I was definitely using, you know. And they're like, yeah, I know. And you're like, sorry about lying to you. But then, right after, if you have another relapse, dude, you go call that person, and then they're there, and you go in between. That's what I'm saying. Do it in circles. We'll tell people, oh, man, you know, I'm sorry about that. I was high. That's why I was acting like that. But then you pat yourself on the back. And this lesson for this time right now is that you need to notice what it is that's creating that right before this next circle cycle. We know you need time in between dating, which means new experiences and new relationships. You also need to look around and say all the shit in your house is producing ongoing energy. So every fight that you had with every piece of furniture and every object, it's in that piece of furniture, okay? It has a piece of that memory. That's a lot of shit. So the more you can get rid of, the better off you'll be. Everything produces energy. You need to get rid of those letters and shit that your ex is writing. And you need to burn them. I burnt everything 2 years ago. I burnt a bunch of shit. I used to write poems a lot when my sister died. They were my favorite thing. I still have some, but it was a very hard time for me in my life, and they were like literally my most precious thing. I've always had my poems. I am very big on my papers and clerical and organization and shit, and so I actually grabbed everything. I grabbed all my letters from James and Edward and just a bunch of shit. Anything that I knew came from a tweaker, even if I liked it. I thought this was stolen, and or where'd they get this happen? Who did I get this from? I started to eliminate any knowing items and pictures and objects and anything and everything. And again, people, I have nobody in my life that comes here. I have zero emotional attachments towards anyone except for my kids in the home. I do not go and visit my family more than once or twice a year max. Not because I wouldn't, but because they don't respect me. I did be honest and continue to pursue my career, and they have still talked mad shit about me and tried to tell me that I'm da-da-da-da. But see, that's where they didn't learn their own lesson. They didn't even see why I was there that day. They didn't see that I was making a statement. I wasn't having a fucking conversation. So really only they did was fucking nothing, because I didn't ask them what they fucking thought. And so no matter how many words they speak to me, all that they do is actually put out their own karma. We get back what we put out. So they can think whatever they fucking want about how dirty of a person they think I am. That's them. I feel great. And so they're actually getting karma for thinking I'm a bad person. I never even thought about it like that before. That's crazy. Yeah, every time anyone has ever thought bad about you, they're going to pay for that. They cannot put out negative energy. What they say you're going to hell for is a religious thing. The law of attraction or karma has nothing to do with religion. It's universal, and it belongs to Mother Nature. So if anything, it's a shaman thing. It is all nature. So they don't even know what they're talking about. The more I study, the less and less I feel any one of our previous leaders has not only been qualified to ever give us advice, but definitely run the country. That's why I announced the Great Divide. None of our leaders know what they're talking about. They call it the brain. Like, they determine how smart you are based off of your IQ. Do you know what the human brain is? And it's a fact. Nothing but a fucking storage unit, bro. The brain has no ability. Like, the brain can learn any new, or the brain can make or break any habit within a 60-day period. The brain, which the same people have actually had many different speeches on. Is addiction a disease, or basically a choice? You know what's interesting, and they have zero excuses for why they asked that question. I study psychology, and I'm very upset. We're going to spend a lot of time changing this world, because our leaders are actually morons. For one, anyone who doesn't agree that Biden should be a president, if you had a brain, you will know that he appears to have disassociation, Alzheimer's, and he also appears to have psychopathy. I determine it for whatever reason I do. But that's my theory. So how would we figure that out? Psychopathy and Alzheimer's, you determine through a CAT scan. So they take wild guesses at shit, or they just simply cover it up. That's it. You can't run for a presidency with those two things. And I am an actual worried citizen. And so anytime we would have a mandated, like if we were reported to be working with the community members, which all of us who have ever had a degree are straight told, if you suffer from anything in specific, some things can disqualify you from running for, and so it's like, it's obvious here that there would be no way for them to alter the proof of those results. And it's the simplest way to fucking deal with it. Not one of our leaders running for candidacy talk about how our natural water resources are below 16%. Not one of our governmental leaders tries to encourage people who, as much as abortion sucks, our water is at 16% or less. None of our leaders have actually calculated how many years left on this world with how many billions of people we have living here, we really will survive. They do things such as spend our money on all these weapons to try to maintain land or make it to the moon. None of our leaders taught us anything in the life skills class, such as the brain can't even be a parent because it is developing for your whole life. Your brain is always changing. And your body, until it's 26 to 30 years old, it doesn't actually know how to be a good parent. Nobody told us that. In fact, in the old days, they encourage you to be married and having babies because in their generation, people were slaves. We were all slaves. And I know that some of you guys went through it worse. And I also want to give a shout out to the Blacks on behalf of my race. I am not racist. I do actually have a lot of history on this. My family's racist. And so I get to bring a lot to this party. I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. I feel like I skipped around the property so innocent. I really remember so many random things, like my brother, full blown, came and lived with me, and I did not know what a Confederate flag is until my best friend David, who's Black, was like, "What the fuck is that?" Literally, dude. I don't believe my brother's racist. To be honest, I'm going to tell you stories about these white men with the tattoos. I don't believe he's racist. My mom, yeah, I do believe that. But you know what's interesting? She's a fake cis or whatever. She's the type that would claim racism, but if she saw you, she would still use a nice voice as long as you weren't my friend. You know those type? So I don't really respect that. And I don't respect people that call themselves Christians and then say that you're racist. What the fuck are you talking about? So you don't like Jesus? Isn't your God Black? Literally, dude, I don't care what the fuck, how white you made him. Dude, shut the fuck up. Like, literally, but yeah, it's a thing. I think for my brother, it probably developed from my mom saying it. Absolutely. I do have a lot of Southern family, though. Bobby South. Like, we actually are Southern. South. I don't know. I've never heard my grandparents or my uncles talking racism, to be honest, and they're from the South. So I do think if I had to think of anything, it's just my mom and dad. I do remember my dad not liking them too. He would say, "Tasha, never do it with a Mexican, or you're going to end up barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen for the rest of your life." So I don't know where it developed from them, but I do remember saying it. I don't have no problem with colored men. But I just want to say that I study missing persons, and I saw that it is a very high percentage of Blacks. It's number one. I mean, it was really terrible. It breaks my heart. And being that I have that family in my history, something that I think that I will start to make a point to do is, well, something that I already want to do in my nonprofits is make connections with cartel leaders and gang leaders. And so I'm going to put actually the leaders of like any racist group. I think we only really know about the KKK. And so racism is something that the Villain Bloods stand against. That number will be reduced. That's going to be one of the most top priorities for me. And I'll tell you what, if I hear of anyone in our group saying anything racist, you're out. You will stay on the channel because you obviously need to be fucking taught after it. But you will never get a VIP pass. And what I mean by a VIP pass is that as soon as this channel is already making money, we're doing good. I've set a goal for June of 2025 so that realistically we can get this shit popping. So please continue, like, comment, share, subscribe. But we will have our own fucking planes. We will have our own properties. We will have jet skis. And we will have theme parks. And just like what I want to do with my money is do nonprofit organizations to help the people. And I want to also buy land so that you guys can tell me what your favorite vacations would be like with your family. And I want anybody who's a pureblood to be able to go there for free. I've been given so many wonderful opportunities from kind bosses as well. That's where this inspiration comes from. I've been so blessed. God has blessed me, and I just want to pay it forward. I want to give back. So that's what I'm going to do. And I want you to be able to take your families to these places. I mean, I don't really care. What I see happening is we'll have like a booking agent that you guys can call the number of. And as long as you're a pureblood, I want you to be able to use our airport. Why not? I dream big, bitch. Fucking, we're going to have at least 2 planes. It's not that hard. And you guys will be able to book it. Just you'll call the thing, and maybe we'll, depending on how big the pureblood group gets, because the other people are going to access these lands because we don't want their nasty ass energy to think it. So as far as how many times you can go, that'll be about, we'll have to do how many lands we have and how many people are in the group, But it's gonna be out of the house for me. So I look forward to our future. Right now, you gotta get yourself out of these low environment fucking relationships, bro. Because God will block you from, yes, baby? Honey? Are you feeling okay, sweetheart? Do you feel better, honey? Do you want me to run into the store or something? Then whatever, I'll use it. Think a little lighter. Okay. Well, I know that you like to think about it. Just think of something that might make you feel better. Do you have your blender? You need one? Or are you just out of the smoothie stage? You're out. Change of style. Okay. Well, let me know if you need anything this week. I love you. See, I'm getting better. You have to learn each person's personality, man. She tells, a lot of people tell you, she's simple. She's a Scorpio. I'm a Cancer. Cancers are very just, I'm getting better. I'm noticing that. So just pay attention to what you were doing wrong. I'm so proud of myself. That's 2 times. I did a good job. I'm working on things too all the time. Like, I have anger issues. I usually get fucking pissed. Like I said, I just told you about all these weird booby traps that I put. Huh, Hazel? We don't fuck around and find out, huh? We're like, bitch. Yep, go to the gym. That's good. Yeah, she's like, I don't know. I don't want nothing. And so you're like, you're not going to eat all day or tomorrow? You're like, I'm saying pick anything for the whole week. You could go on and on. She'll be like, she'll just keep saying, she's like, because she did you say she did once? Nothing. So that's the end of it with the Scorpio. Even though in my mind, I'm like, nothing for tomorrow, nothing for the next one. It's like, to them, they said nothing. So if you can actually stop actually thinking common sense in your own mind and just remember that to them, that's how they think. And so you're like, okay, let me know if you need anything. That's it. There you go. See, when you're working with 2 people, as frustrating as it is, why can't you do something like that? Even if you could say, hey, I'm staying for the whole fucking week. And they're like, I know. Well, you need to understand it for whatever reason. That's how they do. And so you sitting there and fucking arguing with them, actually, they're technically not doing anything wrong. You kind of are the one who's crazy if at that point, even if you're like, I'm talking about for the whole week. So that might be a message to somebody. Think about how many times you've actually been pushing somebody to answer a question and they've been calm and they just don't answer it like that. You need to learn their learning style. Your learning style is clearly you want to get the whole week figured out. And theirs would be, I'll let you know when I do, All right. I love you. All right, guys. I am going to go do some stuff. And I love you so much. You're the best. And I love you too. I'll see you soon. How you doing? What is that? It's just you and me. Do you want to make out? I'm just asking for a friend. No, I love you guys. Thank you guys for all you do, dude. I'm not kidding around. You guys are the fucking best. I love you very much. In case you don't know, I did open up my own